This is Monday Morning Jolt. Today with us is Sasha Allgayer, and he is a very creative person. He has done many things. Tell us a little bit about what you have done so far.
Well, so far, I mainly have focused on films.
Mm-hmm.
I have created a few independent short films.
Mm-hmm.
I think 4 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Um, right now, I am working on a little project underwater. I filmed a lot of scenes with an underwater camera, and I'm going to put them together in some editing software, put in some music, and maybe make something great out of it.
Okay, and Sasha, this show is called Monday Morning Jolt. Do you find anything special on Monday, or is it just like another day?
Just like another day. We work on Monday.
Yep. So anyways, you have traveled a lot, right?
Yes, a
And
lot.
then you're originally from Bosnia.
Yes, originally from Bosnia.
Bosnia, and then what are some of the interesting things that you have faced in your travels? Like you used to
My
live in
travels.
LA.
Yes, well, I used to live in LA. Of course, I came back to Fort Wayne. This place is very interesting. It pulls you back. A lot of people that leave Fort Wayne, they come back here. But the most interesting thing I faced was a revolution in Greece. Yes, last year, Greece, they have their problems. Everybody knows about it. And I was traveling there with my sister Ines, and things got really, really bad in Greece, and we could not leave Greece. They cut all of their international transportation, no trains, no buses, nothing. And I asked the lady, how do we leave here? She's like, there is nothing leaving Greece. I asked her, like, can I get to Macedonia, Bulgaria, Turkey, anywhere? She says, there, you cannot leave Greece.
So you got stuck there.
Yeah, so we were stuck in Greece for quite a while trying to get out.
So how many days were you there for?
Well, we were in Greece for a whole month, but trying to get out, we were 4 days trying to get out. And eventually, after much traveling, going from city to city, we finally negotiated with some taxi drivers to drive us to the border. And then from the border, we would just walk across, but then problems happened with that, so we had to actually then get on a plane when you could finally fly out to Greece, and we left that way.
So if somebody were to use your services, hire you as an individual or hire you for something, what would that be?
Well, probably to film something or edit something.
Okay.
I filmed a lot of weddings before, that kind of thing. I've filmed commercials. I'm great at filming. I have a cinematographer's eye, as I've been told. Editing too, if somebody needs some editing help or needs to hire somebody to edit a video that they've done, I can also edit. So anything that has to do with video, pretty much is it.
So are you on the Apple Mac format or Windows?
I actually know both.
Okay.
Because all through school I used the Mac, and all through working I used the Mac. But now that I'm finished with school and I no longer work with a film company, I'm at home and I don't own a Mac at home. So I switched to Windows for now, but I can do both.
Okay, so if they have the equipment, then you can do the job for them.
Exactly.
Right? So you are quite an interesting guy with a good knowledge of history for your age. It's pretty interesting.
I have a lot of pointless information.
Pointless information. Sometimes that's what people tell me too, right? So, what is do you have any way of life or any adage that you live your life by?
That I live my life by?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mostly live for today. When people ask me what am I doing, tomorrow or next week, I always say I don't really know. I don't even know what I'm doing today yet.
Yeah.
So, I like to live, one step at a time. I wake up and then, I just go about my regular schedule. And I also like to just read a lot on the internet, regarding just life and things in history.
Yeah.
It's a good source, the internet, for finding things.
But then again, internet, there's so much information, you have to filter it out.
Oh, yes.
A lot of things that are there might not be true. Right? It might be some Wikipedia.
Yeah, so if I read something on Wikipedia, for example, the great thing about Wikipedia is at the bottom, they have sources. So you can actually go to the source where they got that information.
And see if that's true.
Yeah, then you use your own judgment.
So that might be a good advice for people who are listening in, when you go to Wikipedia,
go to the bottom
and see if they are really the real sources.
Exactly.
Right? So, let me ask you this question that we ask a lot of people. If you were to have a superpower, what would that be?
What would that be?
Yeah.
Well, I would want to be immortal.
You want to be immortal?
Yes, because Not because I have some, evil plans or anything. I just want to see what's going to happen in the world, like many years from now, once, after I'm supposed to die in whatever, maybe 60 years. I want to, stay alive and, see what's going to happen in 100 years, 500 years, see the changes that are going to happen.
I mean, yeah, it changes pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
So, what is that something that not many people know about Sasha? Not like a secret thing, anything like, but something like, oh, I did not know he can sing or something like that. Or...
I can't sing at all.
Okay.
But that's
not even in the shower?
Oh, sometimes I do sing in the shower, or in the car.
Okay.
If Adele comes on in the car,
yeah,
I will turn it up and I will start singing Adele.
Okay.
And I actually had some people laugh at me, when they drive by.
Yeah. But is this something that not many people know about Sasha?
That they don't know about me. I don't even know what people know about me.
Because you are a very private person.
Yes, I don't really share much information about myself. When people ask me, I tell them. I don't, put my life out on public on Facebook. I don't status everything about my life. But if somebody asks me something, I tell them.
Yeah. And also, I mean, you are young and you are 23 years old, but you have a lot of experience, right? So people might not know. They might say like, what does he know for 23 years old, right?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
So that might be something that people might have to think about, like, no, he does know a lot of stuff. He has worked very hard in learning this stuff.
Oh yeah, when it comes to film, I've done it since I was 14 years old.
So you have been in it for like 9
years.
Nine
Soon
years.
It's going to be 10 years that I've done film stuff, editing, filming, all of that. I have a lot of experience with it. Just because I'm young shouldn't mean anything. I'm mature. I'm not, some college kid that gets drunk every day. So, I have a lot of experience with film, especially with life in general.
So if somebody were to get hold of you, how do they get hold of you?
How do they get a hold of me? Well, now it seems like everything's on social media. So probably the best way would be on Facebook. If they look my name up on Facebook, they can find me, Sasha Allgayer. I'm on Twitter, at dude named Sasha. You can, get a hold of me on Twitter, just at dude named Sasha. I have a YouTube channel, also, it's just my name.
So that's Sasha Allgayer?
Yeah.
So it's youtube.com/ so that people can see your work.
Or even if they search my name, just in the search engine, my stuff will come up.
Oh, okay. So anyway, we would like to thank Sasha for coming and joining us today. And we would like to thank you, the audience, for listening in. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.